This is the morning of the 5th, a clip put up by the HuffPost on the 5th of November, written by Kevin Robillard, Robillard. The backlash to Trump is here, and it's big. Tuesday night's elections were a massive sweep for the Democratic Party. Mondami becomes out victorious. President Donald Trump tried to stay out of the 2025 election, the first major one since he took office for a second term. He did not hold any of his famous rallies in any of the contested states, and he did not even endorse the GOP candidate for governor of Virginia. He directly intervened in New York City mayor's race, but only the night before Election Day. I think he's out of steam, personally. Still, it's impossible to avoid the conclusion that Trump is one of the major losers of Tuesday night's contest. His preferred candidates in big races uniformly lost. The young and Latino votes he added to the GOP coalition in 2024 were either voting for Democrats or staying home. And all the signs pointed toward Democrats having an incredibly strong chance to win a House majority in 2026. You can take that to the bank. A result the president is already working desperately to stop. He can't stop it. It's like an avalanche rolling down a mountain. Trump himself is obviously not accepting such a conclusion. Trump wasn't on the ballot, and shut down were the two reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight, according to pollsters. He wrote on his Truth Social page shortly after 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, which pollsters unclear. Donald Trump is a historic president, said California Governor Gavin Newsom, the primary force behind a redistricting measure his state overwhelmingly approved, and which dealt a direct blow to the GOP chance of holding the House. He is the most historically unpopular president in modern history. He's going to go down as the only felon president in history as well. It remains to be seen whether Trump's night's shellacking will do much to alter the GOP strategy for the midterms, which centers around tightly hugging Trump. Two GOP operatives requesting anonymity to speak frankly admitted they were concerned about swing districts members considering retirement following the party's poor performance. The night also provided a vivid display of Trump's unpopularity, which could help encourage both Republicans and other associate leaders in business, law, and academia to break more frequently with the president and his authoritarian impulses. Lame duck status is going to come even faster now. Eric Erickson, the popular conservative blogger and radio host, wrote on social media, Trump cannot turn out the vote unless he's on the ballot, and that is never happening again. The night's big winners were direct about how they differ from unpopular presidents. Here in New Jersey, we know that this nation has not even been, nor will it ever be, ruled by kings. Representative Mike Sherrill, the winner of the New Jersey governor's race, said in his victory speech, "We take oaths to a constitution, not a king. We can respond to oligarchy and authoritarianism with the strength it fears, not the appeasement it craves," State Assemblyman Zoran Mondami said after his victory in New York City's mayoral race. After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, is that the city that gave rise to him. You know what Muslims do? They infiltrate, they dominate, and then they subjugate. That's why they've got them scattered around so many different cities. And when they get enough of them, they vote their own garbage into positions of power. That's why we got lawmakers that are desert rat Muslims. In 2025, Virginia chose pragmatism over patriotships. You all chose leadership that will focus relentlessly on what matters most, Abigail Sparberger said after winning the election to become the state's first female governor. Leadership that will focus on problem solving, not stoking division. The backlash was universal. In Virginia, 59% of the electorate said cuts to the federal government had affected their finances. And 2/3 of those voters backed Springer, who is on pace to win by 14 percentage points. The largest victory for a Democrat in Virginia governor's race in decades. A full 37% of the electorate said they cast a ballot to oppose Trump, with 99% of them voting for Sparberger. Trump's statement blamed his results on the ongoing government shutdown, which he has done little to end and much to exacerbate. How about that stupid party he had, huh? He had that huge, the Halloween party where he had a woman in a huge champagne glass, barely dressed. But it's difficult to untangle anger over the shutdown with anger over Dodge when Trump empowered billionaire, mega donor, and tech magnate Elon Musk to gut huge portions of the government and lay off workers en masse. GOP gubernatorial candidate Winsome Earlsome Sears never earned Trump's endorsement, but also could never bring herself to break with Trump over the havoc he was causing for the state's many, many federal employees. I told you, folks, the midterms are going to be an absolute bloodbath, and that jerk, if he's still alive, which I don't think he will be, but if he's still alive, he's going to be an absolute lame duck. I can't do this alone, folks. I told you Mandami would be the next mayor, didn't I? Was I wrong? I don't think so.